Italy's tiniest car just landed in America. Italy just shipped America its smallest, most charming, and most unapologetically joyful vehicle, and it costs less than a used Honda Civic. The 2026 Fiat Topolino, Italian for Little Mouse, officially launched in the United States on July 7th, 2026, marking Fiat's boldest and most unexpected American product decision in years. The name is a loving tribute to the original 1936 Fiat Topolino, one of Italy's most beloved small cars, and the 2026 version carries that same spirit of purposeful simplicity into the electric age. This is not a traditional car, a conventional commuter, or a highway-capable vehicle in any sense. And Fiat is completely upfront about that from the very first line of every press release. It is a fully electric two-seater built specifically for coastal communities, resort neighborhoods, private campuses, retirement villages, beach towns, and gated communities where full-size vehicles feel excessive and golf carts feel boring. Starting at $13,995, making it the cheapest new vehicle Stellantis sells in America. Exterior design, 99 inches of pure Italian charm. At just 99.6 inches long, 56.4 inches wide, and 61.2 inches tall, and weighing only 1,073 pounds. The Topolino is not just small by American standards, it is extraordinary by any standard. For context, a Chevy Bolt EV is more than 5 feet longer and nearly 15 inches wider, yet only a couple of inches taller, which means the Topolino fits in spaces that no other vehicle currently sold in America can reach. Both the standard Topolino and the Dolcevita wear the exclusive Verde Vita mint green exterior finish as the only available color for the U.S. launch, a deliberate brand statement that makes every Topolino on the road instantly recognizable and visually connected to Fiat's Italian heritage. The 14-inch vintage-inspired wheel covers, LED headlamps and tail lamps with period-correct circular graphics, and the symmetrical body design create a visual personality that is simultaneously retro and contemporary, referencing the 1936 original while wearing modern proportions. The standard Topolino features conventional asymmetric doors and a panoramic glass sunroof that floods the minimalist cabin with natural light. The Dolcevita takes the open-air experience further with rollback soft top, distinctive rope-style doors that tie back when the weather is perfect, and exclusive Dolcevita badging that gives the open variant a genuinely resort-ready identity. Inside the Topolino, the word minimalist does not begin to cover it, but in the most intentional, most Italian way imaginable. The cabin seats exactly 2 occupants in a configuration that prioritizes forward visibility, ease of entry and exit, and the kind of open, airy feeling that makes every short trip feel like a holiday rather than a commute. A digital instrument cluster sits ahead of the driver, displaying speed, battery state, and range in a clean, uncluttered layout that requires zero learning curve and zero distraction from the world outside. Storage solutions are thoughtful rather than abundant. A center storage compartment, a phone holder position within easy reach, a bag hook, and a small luggage area behind the seats that Fiat describes as included, but which honest reviewers note should not be confused with a conventional trunk. The standard Topolino adds a windshield defroster, a practical concession to American buyers in states where morning temperatures occasionally dip below what the Dolcevita's open-air configuration was designed for. The Dolcevita's rope doors, when tied back on a warm morning, eliminate the distinction between interior and exterior entirely, creating an experience closer to a convertible than a microcar and fully delivering on the La Dolcevita lifestyle promise that the name commits to. There is no air conditioning, no heated seats, no wireless charging, and no infotainment screen. And if those omissions concern you, Fiat would gently suggest that perhaps you're not the buyer this vehicle was designed for. Powertrain and performance. 46 miles, 19 miles per hour, and 0 apologies. The 2026 Fiat Topolino is powered by an 8-horsepower electric motor drawing from a 5.4 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery, figures that exist in a completely different universe from every other EV currently on sale in the United States. And that is entirely the point. Top speed is limited to 19 miles per hour as delivered from the factory, which means the Topolino currently qualifies for private property use only at launch. Resorts, gated communities, campuses, and private neighborhoods where 19 miles per hour is not only acceptable, but perfectly appropriate for the environment. Fiat will offer an optional low-speed vehicle conversion kit by the end of summer 2026, raising the maximum speed to 25 miles per hour and qualifying the Topolino for street-legal operation under Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards 500, meaning it can legally operate on public roads with speed limits of 35 miles per hour or less, which covers the majority of the coastal and neighborhood environments this vehicle was built for. Range is rated at up to 46 miles on a full charge, a figure that sounds modest until you consider that the average golf cart covers 8 to 12 miles before needing attention, making the Topolino's real-world range genuinely competitive within its intended use case. Charging takes approximately 4 to 5 hours on a standard 120-volt household outlet at the Topolino's 2.3 kilowatts maximum charge rate. Plug it into any standard wall socket overnight, and it wakes up full every single morning without a charging infrastructure investment of any kind. Who is the Topolino actually for? America's most specific vehicle. The honest answer to who the Fiat Topolino is for in America is also the most specific answer in the automotive market, and Fiat is completely upfront about it rather than pretending this vehicle is for everyone. Stellantis noted at launch that most U.S. golf cart owners already use their vehicles well beyond golf courses, operating them as daily neighborhood transportation in gated communities, beach towns, retirement villages, large private properties, and resort destinations. And the Topolino targets that exact buyer with a product that offers genuine Italian charm, zero-emission operation, and 46 miles of range in a package that costs $13,995. The two available versions, the standard Topolino with its panoramic sunroof and the Dolcevita with its rollback soft top and rope doors, give buyers a meaningful choice between a more weather-protected daily vehicle and an open-air lifestyle expression that makes every trip feel like a vacation. The Topolino shares its underlying platform with the Citroën Ami, which has been enormously popular across Europe and Asia, where urban density and different regulatory environments have long supported quadricycle-class vehicles, and its U.S. arrival represents the first time that category has had a genuinely desirable, lifestyle-oriented option available through a mainstream dealer network. America's most joyful $14,000 purchase. The 2026 Fiat Topolino is not a car for everyone, and Fiat has never once pretended it is, which is one of the most refreshing things about this entire launch. It is a two-seat, 19 miles per hour, 46-mile range electric microcar built for the specific American environments where full-size vehicles are overkill, golf carts are boring, and Italian charm is in desperately short supply. In those environments, the beach communities of Florida and California, the resort towns of the Carolinas, the gated neighborhoods of Arizona and Texas, the private campuses and retirement communities spread across every coastal state in America. The Topolino is not a compromise or a novelty, but a genuinely superior choice. The $13,995 starting price makes it competitive with premium golf carts while delivering zero-emission operation, a digital instrument cluster, LED lighting, 46 miles of range, and a visual identity that turns more heads per dollar than anything else in the parking lot. The incoming LSV conversion kit, arriving by late summer 2026, will expand its usability onto public roads with speed limits of 35 miles per hour or less, streets that cover the majority of the neighborhood environments this vehicle was designed for. The partnership with Motori and Customs opens a personalization world that no golf cart brand can remotely match, while the hinted Abarth variant suggests Fiat is already thinking about what comes next in this segment. The Topolino is charming, clever, honest, joyful, and completely at peace with its limitations. And in a market full of vehicles pretending to be more than they are, that clarity of purpose is genuinely refreshing. If this review made you smile, hit subscribe and drop a comment below. Would you take a Topolino over a golf cart at your beach community?